Now, after this, Governor Northam went on to roll out the plan for reopening schools in the state. Virginia schools have been closed since March, but Governor Northam says they will reopen for the upcoming school year. His plan calls for reopening to be done in phases like businesses have done over the past few weeks. News 3 reporter Brendan Ponton explains what school will look like.
Virginia school year is winding down with no students in the classroom, but Governor Ralph Northam says they will be back this fall.
To be clear, all Virginia schools will open for students next year, but the school experience will look very different.
The approach will require phases of reopening. Schools can enter phase 1 immediately with a continued focus on remote learning. But schools can come up with a plan to enter phase 2 now. That will allow younger students to return to school between preschool and 3rd grade and for summer camps at schools.
We wanted to focus on getting education to our earliest learners because of the challenges that they were facing in the remote learning environment, while also making sure that we could keep them safe.
And then from there, schools can come up with a plan for phase 3. During that phase, all students will return to school, but there will be some new normals, like spaced out desks. Masks for staff are required and encouraged for students.
This will likely require staggered schedules and innovative approaches.
Schools will have to submit their plans for phases 2 and 3 to the Department of Education. Northam says he feels comfortable outlining this plan now because the numbers of infections continue to trend in the right direction.
We're able to do what we're doing because of you as Virginians that have listened to our guidelines, that have cooperated.
And as summer sets in, the planning for the next school year, which will be different, begins now.
And I know all of our families and students and faculty are anxious to get back into our schools, and I think the main message out of this is that they'll be back in school this fall.
In Norfolk, Brendan Ponton, News 3.